Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome to my hobby blog. Today we are doing the first video of the Vinegar Syndrome October 2022 subscription package review. So today we're just going to do basically the unboxing segment of the series that I do every month, where I have already opened all of these except for the big package one, because we know that I'm going to do a very deep dive into that release when I get around to it. So I didn't think it was necessary to open up the final item just yet, because it's a very special item. So let's just jump into it. I just got this in today. I'm actually still in my work clothes right now, and I'm very excited to say that I have the October Vinegar Syndrome subscription package now. So the first movie is one that I've seen, another movie by the same director. This guy directed the French Sex Murders, which actually is, I think, my most watched video, only because the words French sex is in the title. So the horny bots are rampant. But this movie is one that I've heard of, quite shockingly. It's a pretty famous one, but I haven't seen it yet. This one is called Blood Delirium. This month is obviously more horror focused, and I am very happy that it is. This slipcover is awesome. I love the colors. I love the artwork. I love how it kind of reminds me of Psycho, with Anthony Perkins dressed up as his mother. And then we have a spooky skeleton, I guess, right here. And of course, it's Vinegar Syndrome, so we gotta have scantily clad women on the front who are almost nude. But this is what the alternate art looks like. The only addition is this little photo drawing guy. But this entire month's releases are totally loaded in terms of special features. It might take me longer than usual per review, especially for one, which I'll talk about last. But I will read from the back. Saint Simon, a deranged and manic painter, believes that he is the reincarnation of Vincent van Gogh. When his beautiful wife dies unexpectedly, Simon suffers an emotional breakdown and insists that his necrophiliac butler, Herman, help remove her corpse from the cemetery and bring it back to his castle to help him retain his creativity. Placing the body on display inside of a hidden crypt. Still struggling with his art, Simon soon meets a young woman named Sybil, who bears a striking resemblance to his late wife, and lures her back to the castle with the intention of making her into his new muse. Trapped inside, Sybil must find a way to escape the horrors taking place within the castle walls, as Simon has recently discovered that human blood may hold the key to unlocking his true creative potential. The year that this movie came out is 1988, directed by Sergio Bergonzelli. I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation, and I apologize to the director for that. But this movie sounds very, I don't want to say tropey, but it sounds like a movie I've seen before. So I hope I get more out of it than I'm thinking. It says that this movie is a non-stop assault on good taste with gut-pulling murders, graphic sex, and a whole host of other perversions. Now, I don't recognize any name on here that is involved in the movie. But they have a new commentary track on here with Eugenio Ercolani and Troy Howarth, who that's somebody who has been pretty, I guess, more talked about than most times, or has been in conversation a lot lately, because he unfortunately passed away, and there's still a lot of commentaries that have not released. So I'm pretty sad that he has passed, because I've listened to a few of his commentary tracks, and they're really good. But I'm happy that we're keeping his memory alive through these releases. But I don't know anything about this movie. I know none of the names. They have a lot of interviews on here, which is nice. They have an entire interview with the assistant director, Corrado Colombo, who is a name that I actually recognize. I'll have to look him up for the review. But that interview is all about the Italian 80s kind of genre. So that is Blood Delirium. Keeping my expectations low. I'm here for a spooky movie. That's kind of going to be my sort of approach to this movie. And especially the next movie. Oh my gosh. So this is Blood Delirium. It's the first film in the subscription package. This next one is one that is a 4K Blu-ray double pack. I'm not sure who directed it, but it is Leon Klimovsky's. Leon Klimovsky is the director. This movie released in 1971. And this movie stars Paul Naschy. So it should be a good one, if anything. This is The Werewolf versus Vampire Woman. This sounds like a very exploitative film. This is a very, the title alone is very reminiscent of many exploitation films. So I am pretty excited for this one based off of the cover alone. We also have the Wolfman on the back with, I guess, the Vampire Woman. But another one I know nothing about, Vinegar Syndrome, is my my film school. A lot of movies that I do not know. But here's the alternate art that I flipped around. I guess this is the theatrical poster, but I love this poster, by the way. A little more than the one on this one, although it is very well designed. The back says, infamous werewolf Valdemar Daninsky has been brought back from the dead after a mortician carelessly removes a silver bullet from his heart. Unable to stop himself from viciously killing anyone in his path, he begins a search for the sacred cross, which can finally cure him of his monstrous affection. Meanwhile, Genevieve and Elvira, oh my god, are scouring the French countryside for the final resting place of Countess Vandessa, according to legend, was a vampire who thrived on the blood of young virgins in order to attain her beauty. One night they encounter Valdemar, who offers to aid them in the quest and leads the two women to Vandessa's tomb. However, while in the process of opening it, a drop of blood falls onto her skeletal remains, thus reanimating and rejuvenating her desire for blood and revenge from beyond the grave. Now faced with an evil capable of even more brutality than his own, Valdemar realizes that he is the only hope in defeating Countess Vandessa. Oh my god. I feel like I just read the entire script for the movie. There are 3 discs for this release, by the way. One of which is a Blu-ray, one is a 4K, and then the last one is another Blu-ray that has a different cut of the film. Or 2 different cuts of the film. So we shall see if this one's good. But this is the 3rd release film in the Valdemar Daninsky saga, Leon Klimovsky's The Werewolf versus Vampire Woman is considered one of Paul Naschy's crowning achievements. Patty Shepard is in this. That's good. I know her name. I think I'll recognize her when she comes on screen, but she's in a lot of cult horror films. But I guess this was originally a porno. I am reading here, and it says they have a nudie cut of this movie on this release. And they also have the clothed cut of the film. So, and then they have the nude integral cut. I will have to watch all three of them to decide which one is the definitive cut of the film. But there are a lot of special features on here too. You can see that entire paragraph here are all special features. So, again, this month is absolutely loaded. I've never seen any of these movies, especially the most famous one, which I will talk about last. But I am feeling like this slipcover is made from a different material. It feels different, but this next slipcover that I will show is kind of insane. It's a new slipcover design that I haven't heard anybody talk about yet. This is for the film, seems like a slasher film, from 1984, directed by Alan Birkinshaw, who is a name that I know too. So I'll have to do some research on him before reviewing this. But this is the film Don't Open Till Christmas. Do you see anything different outside of the blatant nudity that I'm not covering? It opens front facing, which I'm trying to do. There we go. So here's the slipcover. It opens like a book. And they have Merry Christmas from Vinegar Syndrome here. And oh my god, I did not realize that there were breasts right there. And then they have all of the, I guess, Vinegar Syndrome employees' signatures on here, which is pretty cool. I don't recognize any names. I don't know anyone in the company, but I really like how it is a openable slipcover. I don't know how I feel about it, but so far I don't hate it. I thought for a second this was what the $6 translucent slipcover was. Still waiting on that to see what that is, but I love this cover, of course, and I kept forgetting to cover up her breasts, but the back is also great because it tells me that this is a slasher film taking place during Christmas. We need more awesome Christmas horror films. And then we have the alternate artwork here, which is amazing. The knife going through the presents. And there are still a lot of supplements on this release. This one is produced by Dick Randall, who produced the French Sex Murders. So a lot of, I guess, French sex murder crew and cast on this movie. But they do have Carolyn Monroe on here from Maniac. That's awesome. I'll just read the back. I don't know anything about this movie either. It's just days before Christmas in London, but not everyone is full of good cheer, as a maniac with a pathological hatred of Santa Claus stalks the streets, butchering any man that's unlucky enough to be wandering around dressed as Old Saint Nick. Not restricting themselves to any one method of murder, this twisted killer dishes out stabbings, gunshots, a castration, and even burns the face of one poor Santa on his own roasting chestnuts. Oh my god. As the bodies of slaughtered Father Christmases pile up, Chief Inspector Harris finds himself under increasing pressure to crack the case before the holiday is canceled for good. Oh my god. So I'm sold on this movie. It doesn't sound like anything unique, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And I kind of wish they held off on this until December, but whatever, it's good to have it early so that if it ends up being really good, I can just rewatch it again for Christmas. The next paragraph says, the product of an extremely troubled production. Don't Open Till Christmas was the second stalk and slash collaboration between legendary exploitation producer Dick Randall, who produced French Sex Murders, and former matinee idol Edmond Perdam, who is of The Fifth Chord, which is a movie I've heard of. And they did this after 1982's Pieces, which is a movie I think I talked about on this channel. I love that movie a lot. It's very meandering for most of it, and then it becomes awesome. I highly recommend Pieces. Originally conceived as Padam's directorial debut, the resulting footage was considered such a mess that much of it was rewritten and reshot by director Alan Birkinshaw, who did Killer's Moon, under a pseudonym. Is this Jess Franco? Because no, that's Bloody Moon, isn't it, by Jess Franco? Ah, damn. Under a pseudonym. The end result is a fascinating and endlessly entertaining patchwork of slasher film and super sleazy thriller punctuated by shocking moments of gore, which appear almost out of nowhere, as well as an entirely gratuitous musical number from horror icon Carolyn Monroe. Restored from the original 35mm OCN, that's good. Lots of interviews on this, no audio commentary on this release. A lot of new interviews, making of documentary from a couple years ago. Okay, there is a new commentary track. They usually stick that in the front, but this time they stuck that at the end with Amanda Reyes and special features producer Ewan Kant. Alright. And they also have deleted and extended scenes from a never before seen rough cut. So this is a very loaded release. All of these are, and it's this next one that I'm very worried about. I might have to do 2 videos for it to really do it justice. But this is Don't Open Till Christmas. I did not, hopefully my video doesn't get taken down for censorship, but I try to cover up as quickly as I could. But we are now on to the 4th title for this month. And this is one that I have been looking forward to. And I have been on a huge Tobe Hooper binge lately. I've been rewatching a lot of his films, going through the special features. I spent an entire night this week, 2 nights ago, going through all of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre DVD steelbook release that I have. That has a lot of commentary tracks, interviews, documentaries, everything. And so I'm very happy to now show the most anticipated release by Vinegar Syndrome, at least for me and for many other Hooper fans who have been wanting a good release of this. And again, I haven't seen this movie, so this is going to be my first foray into Tobe Hooper's 1985, I think? I should have looked. 1986, damn. I was 1 year off. 1986's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I am so fucking excited for this. This is a movie that I have been waiting years to watch, and I could never find a good release of it. I heard that this movie was very divisive because it's also a comedy. Tobe Hooper apparently went the route that Joe Dante went with Gremlins 2, and that he wanted to go a totally different direction with the sequel. And it's in the awesome side booklet slipcover where it comes out, and you can see this is the sort of homage to the Breakfast Club on this original poster that they have. And you can see Leatherface, Bill Moseley, you see Grandpa, and you also see supposedly the brother of the 2 brothers of Leatherface and, oh my god, and the hitchhiker. I don't think he even has a name in the movie. But, oh my god. And then it opens up on the bottom, and this is the standard one. Of course, I didn't open it yet because I actually just wanted to record. I'll just be honest, I did not want to take the time to open it. But I know nothing about this movie. I hesitate to read the paragraph, but I think I'll not read it. I know that's very not good of me as a content creator not to kind of pitch it and do what I usually do, but this is a movie I want to go completely blind in. But I will just say, look at this giant paragraph right here. That is not the script. That is all of the special features included on this release. You have newly restored in 4K HDR from the original camera negative, a brand new commentary track with Patrick Bromley. You have an archival commentary track with Toby Hooper. You have a commentary track with Bill Moseley, Carolyn Williams, and Tom Savini. Oh my god. And then you have another commentary. So this is the fourth commentary. Yes, fourth commentary on this release. With director of photography Richard Corus, production designer Kerry Wright, script supervisor Laura Corus, and property master Michael Sullivan. And then they have interviews with Tom Savini, all the actors and actresses. There's a lot of stuff on here. Holy shit. They have an entire documentary all about the making of. They also have Electric Boogaloo, the wild, untold story of Canon Films. Oh my god. That has been a documentary I've been looking for a very long time. I also really want to see part 2, which goes into a lot more crazy stuff with the Death Wish films, from what I've heard. But, oh my god. There's a lot. And then they just attached onto here 43-minute behind-the-scenes footage shot during the film's production on a VHS. And they also have an interview with Stephen Thrower on here. Oh my god. This is going to be a really good release. Holy shit, this is going to take me an entire week to get through. So that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Holy shit. I absolutely cannot wait to dive into these movies finally. And if you don't know, I'm trying to get this into here. Dennis Hopper is in this movie. One of the best actors ever. He's also a really great director. I've been going through his films lately. Out of the Blue, which I did a review on. I have The Last Movie coming. I have Backtrack just over there, right behind the computer, ready to watch. But I'm waiting for Spooktober to be finished. But, oh my god, this is going to be a really great month. Just for the fact that we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. But I think everything else is just going to be cherries on top if they end up being good. So, I don't know what I'll watch first, but all of these are going to have to take longer than usual. Because some of these, unless they're really bad movies in which I don't even want to do the special features of, all of these have so many special features that I kind of have to go through them so I can be fully informed about my review. So, oh wow. I'm excited for this month. Thank you all so much for watching, and please have a great rest of the night.